We're going to key on the Chiefs instead of the Royals. I don't vote on Jackson County. I would vote yes because I like the Chiefs too much for them to move or for them to move counties or whatever. But I mean, I do live in Johnson County, so it wouldn't be a terrible thing if they moved to Jackson County. Racetracks, I don't really like the racetracks, but sure, there's room there. Probably could get a better deal. Mark Donovan says, if votes don't pass, we'll explore at different opportunities the Chiefs will. Because any county can vote. A lot of counties will pay for the Chiefs to move in to whichever side. They may no longer be the Kansas City, Missouri Kansas Chiefs. So, Kansas City, you've got to vote yes, because you want to keep the Super Bowl champs in town. They're kind of locking you into this, even though it's maybe not a great deal. Oh my God, we got a first class and second class parking. They'll go through at 11:40 and 11:10. 11:40 for the first class and 11:10 for the second class. And then third and fifth citizens will come in at their normal time at 10. And they squeeze these dumb bands that you'll pay for into your tailgating. Parking will become more expensive. A suite accompanied by millionaires and millions of 10 millionaires will have a suite to sit in. Boo! I don't even like the suites. You can't see the game. And big scoreboards. So you know Kaufman, they got to upgrade because, well, they stink. That's the end of it. That's the end of the world. And also Mike Sherman is adding, $1 billion versus Clark Hunt is building $400 million. Clark Hunt, as we said, gave $400 million to a $900 million project. For the stadium, Mike Sherman is giving $1 billion. So Sherman has impressed for the Royals for being an owner. The topic of Clark Hunt, I no longer think he is as good as he once was. Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. In football news, Mike Evans resigns a 2-year deal with the Ravens. I don't buy a Super Bowl team was in the market. The only couple teams that I see as the Super Bowl contenders for last year's playoff, that was the 49ers, the Lions, Chiefs, Bills, Ravens. Those teams did not offer him, I don't imagine. So he took the 2-year deal. He says he's done after these 2 years. I'd like to see it. Well, yes, the rumor came true that Travis Kelce's brother, Jason Kelce, one of the great centers in the game, greatest centers of all time, and a sure vote Hall of Famer. It looks like he didn't change his mind after the wild card round. Jason Kelce said he officially retires. Then he went back on his word, and now he is officially retired. Some emotion in that retirement. Now on Ladarius Sneed. Some teams are coming in, according to reports. Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, Detroit Lions are Eagles are haven't heard anything for a while from them, nor have I heard anything from the Bengals. But Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, Detroit Lions have heard reports that they are interested in Ladarius Sneed. Remember, the Chiefs want more than a third, probably preferably a second and a fourth. Chris Jones needs to be done by Tuesday of next week. He'll hit the free agency. If not, I'm willing to give him a $30 million 2-year deal and maybe 1 year an option if he meets his incentives. No more than a 2-year deal tops. Left tackle, Chiefs still need to key on that one. Morris is probably not the answer for being a starter. Will the Chiefs draft one? They can't move Jawan Taylor to left spot. He was the most penalized player in the NFL, so you don't want to move him to a harder position. Tyron Smith, Cowboys, high injury prone. Trust me, Madden showed me. Donovan Smith, yes, but he might be there after the draft. Brian Burns, maybe, if I don't sign Jones. And Eric Hosmer called it quits earlier last month. We were playing football and in some news, lightning strike like a bottle. News came out. We had to put the Eric Hosmer down. Now we're going to put him back. Yeah, perhaps he was into this podcast of we got to put him back in a mad dash. He mad dashed against home against the Mets. Probably his most memorable moment. I remember him hitting the ball in the game and the gap to score Kane, which Hosmer only got first, but Kane made it all the way around from home. But Hosmer, I don't remember for his defense. That's Sam Von Swart.
We've been pretty open about that, and I think it's the same for the Royals. If Jackson County decides not to support the Chiefs going forward, then the Chiefs have to look at all their options. It's just the reality. If we don't have a stadium to play in, we need a stadium to play in, and we got to look at our all options. What we have been focused on is finding a way to continue this partnership to be able to continue to play in Arrowhead.
We have to look at all of our options, which you could take to mean looking at other municipalities here in Kansas City, KCK, Johnson County, what have you. Could be that's what you another plan would be something they would look at.
Yes.
He doesn't say
doesn't shut anything off.
Because my reaction was that he said we're gone. He definitely doesn't say we're gone.
No.
Right? He says we'll look at all of our options, which is also you can take from that. There are other options right now, and we're not looking at them. I believe Kansas would absolutely want the Chiefs. I think they're probably amongst themselves having many conversations. But if the Kansas City Chiefs engage in any conversations with the state of Kansas, they have violated their lease. That's what happened to the Rams owner, Lori Kroenke. Which one is it?
Kroenke.
Kroenke is he began to talk to California while he was still under a lease in the state of Missouri, and he really didn't care, and I'm sure he considers it money well spent. But they sued him, they won, and he's had to pay the state of Missouri money. And I don't think the Chiefs, I don't think anybody wants to do that. Cannot, for the life of me, figure out how it's a better business deal for the Chiefs to stay at a renovated Arrowhead Stadium, nor a better business deal for the entire area. And is Clark Hunt so invested in Arrowhead that he'll do whatever? Maybe, but I don't think so. I think there's a lot at stake here. It's going to be a vote. Jackson County, you're going to decide. I think there are a lot of things you need to pay attention to as you make your decision.
This seems like, remember when the Royals built the stadium, or built they had the waterfalls, and they had them, I mean, old fans will remember this, but 30 or older, there was this waterfalls and the grass, and it wasn't as beautiful it was as this day. Remember when the Royals did that? Okay, so the Chiefs are adding to the waterfall to make it pretty, and just in theory, make it pretty and look good for the next 10 years, and then they're going to end up doing what the Royals are doing now, moving in 2003, 2004, moving 20 years later, just like the Royals are going to be doing in 24 years. And I expect the Chiefs Stadium to now last about, 5 to 10 more years. And then the Chiefs will move out to Kansas somewhere, I guess, or somewhere where they can, or if it's Missouri that passes a bill where they can start gambling, maybe they'll move it out somewhere to like brick and mortar, and put that business out, or somewhere like that, or I don't know. Somebody threw out Waldo? No, I can't even put that in there. But maybe when Patrick Mahomes is done, he just says, "I'll buy a plot into the Chiefs. I own the team. Have a bunch of other local owners come part, and they own the whole team, and that's what's good for the Chiefs." And then the Chiefs move the stadium out to Kansas City, Missouri, where perhaps it's legal to bet, and by that time it's legal to do everything that you can do in Kansas. That moves over to Missouri, and everything you can do in Missouri moves over to Kansas, except some other things. But we build the stadium. The add-ons for the Chiefs will eventually be adding on to build another stadium and wherever they want county, the Chiefs want that county to be. And if a local person buys the Chiefs, they're not moving. Right now, the Royals aren't moving if the tax votes yes. Now, tax votes no. I think the Royals will stay only because they have a local owner, and that's the only reason. That's Sam Von Smack.